Well, good morning from the lanes. I'm checking in this morning before our staff meeting. We have one every week with the other branches and as a little video conference call. And normally I'm here with my associate Jerry. This morning he's running some errands and helping take care of his family. But sometimes I like to get here a little extra early, spend a little time. I'm on the stage right now. You can see the floor back here. We got pictures on the wall kind of showing people where things used to be. But my favorite part of this room is this. It's these chairs out here. Man, we're very thankful for a gift that allowed us to have these chairs, 100 of them. Although we are, Lord willing, going to need to way more of these chairs very soon. And so we, by the grace of God, have an incredible opportunity to pick some up that will meet our needs for a long time. And so, but what I like about these chairs, and even though right now we're not meeting on a weekly basis, what I like about these chairs is it just reminds me of the kids who are coming in. And I often sit down in these chairs and spend some time praying for students, some by name, some I just pray because I know God's going to bring people we don't even know yet, students that we haven't even met. And I sometimes just walk down these little aisles and something I've always told my volunteer teams. And, even as you look at the faces on the wall back there, the pictures of this room when it's full, something I've always told my volunteer leaders and teammates is that everybody has a story. And when I sit here and I sit in these chairs and I pray for students, again, some that I know and some that I know I don't know yet, I pray about their story. I pray about what's happening in their lives to bring them here, because some of them are going to be brought in and dropped off because mom and dad are just trying to unload them. Some are going to come because they're curious. Some are going to come because a boy or girl they're interested in is here. Some are going to come just because they happened to drive by and saw the lights on. But they all come with a story. And it's so good to be reminded in our lives that everybody we cross has a story. Those coworkers that are unbearable to work with, they come out of a story, right? And even our family members and loved ones, that there's story in our lives. And the problem for all of us is that our stories are broken, right? Sin breaks all of our stories. And if we haven't worked that out with God, then the story isn't redeemed yet. We were just talking with our kids about the story of Joseph in the book of Genesis and how God redeemed that story. And today I just want to remind you that everyone has a story and everyone needs their story to be redeemed by God. You do, I do, and not just once, but over and over. Like throughout life, the story changes, the path reroutes, and every time it needs to be touched by God. And when I pray for these students, I pray for their stories to be redeemed by God. Maybe today there's someone you need to pray for their story to be redeemed by God, to see past the frustrations of the relationship, the anger, the hurt, and to see a story that hasn't yet been touched by our amazing Heavenly Father. So take some time, pray for them today, and pray for your story, pray for my story, that our stories will continue to be lived out in the redemption of Christ.